Welcome, dear viewers, to a spine-tingling episode of Nightmares and Wicked Whispers. Tonight, we have not one, but two terrifying tales of horror that will plunge you into the darkest corners of the unknown. Get ready to lose yourself in the Whispering Forest and the Haunting of Harrow Manor, as we journey into the realms of the supernatural and the macabre. Prepare yourself for an evening of unrelenting fear and suspense. Let's begin. The Haunting of Harrow Manor, a horror short story. Our story unfolds in the decaying grandeur of Harrow Manor, a massive, long-abandoned mansion shrouded in darkness and mystery. It loomed like a malevolent specter on the outskirts of town, a place where even the bravest dared not tread. Local legend whispered of the tragedies that had befallen the manor, a string of inexplicable deaths, vanishing servants, and unsettling cries that echoed through the night. One fateful evening, for adventurous souls, Alex, Mia, Tom, and Lisa resolved to spend a night at Harrow Manor, armed with cameras and a thirst for the unknown. They believed it was a perfect opportunity to debunk the ghostly tales and gain some internet fame. As the moon cast eerie shadows across the manor's facade, they cautiously stepped inside, ignoring the foreboding chill that seemed to settle deep in their bones. Within minutes, strange things began to happen. Flickering candles, unexplained footsteps, and a mournful, disembodied sobbing haunted their every step. The once confident adventurers felt their courage wane. They wandered deeper into the manor's labyrinthine corridors, their flashlights illuminating portraits of long-dead residents whose eyes seemed to follow their every move. As midnight approached, the group found themselves in the dilapidated ballroom, where a grand piano sat ominously in the center. The room was consumed by an oppressive silence, shattered only by the faint whisper of music, a haunting melody that played of its own accord. The adventurers exchanged terrified glances, realizing they were no longer alone in Harrow Manor. An unseen presence toyed with them, playing on their fears and insecurities. As the night wore on, their camaraderie dissolved into panic and desperation. Alex disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only the sound of manic laughter that echoed through the manor's desolate halls. The remaining trio, now paralyzed with fear, frantically searched for their missing friend but found no sign of him. They were trapped, ensnared in a malevolent entity's web of terror. The darkest hour approached, and as they reached the manor's foreboding attic, they uncovered an ancient tome, a diary of the manor's first inhabitant, a practitioner of the dark arts. The diary revealed the chilling truth: the manor was a gateway to the spirit world, and a malevolent entity had been bound to it, thirsting for the souls of the living. Desperate to break the entity's grip, Tom and Lisa attempted a daring ritual to banish it from the manor. But as the incantation reached its climax, Mia was seized by an unseen force and dragged into the shadows. With Mia gone, Tom and Lisa fled the manor, their screams echoing into the night. But as they reached safety, they turned back one last time to see Harrow Manor consumed by an inferno that could not have been started by human hands. Tom and Lisa were the only survivors, their lives forever scarred by the horrors they witnessed. They knew that the malevolent entity of Harrow Manor had been set free, and they prayed that it would never find them again. But before we dive into the Whispering Forest, take a moment to catch your breath. Get ready to embark on a harrowing journey deep into the woods where the trees hold secrets, and the shadows whisper. Stay with us, as the Whispering Forest will be up next. The Whispering Forest, a short horror story. Our story begins with a group of 5 friends, Sarah, Mark, Emma, Mike, and Alex, who decided to embark on a weekend camping trip deep within the remote Whispering Forest. It was a place shrouded in local legend, said to be cursed by an ancient evil. The group had heard tales of strange occurrences in the forest, eerie whispers that carried on the wind, unexplained disappearances, and unsettling glimpses of shadowy figures darting among the trees. As night fell and they huddled around the campfire, the friends laughed off the legends, dismissing them as local superstitions. They shared stories, roasted marshmallows, and gradually succumbed to the coziness of the campfire's glow. But as the night wore on, they began to hear it, the faintest, most chilling whispering, like voices on the edge of hearing. It seemed to come from the very trees that surrounded them. Nervous glances were exchanged, and Mark, the most skeptical of the group, ventured into the darkness with a flashlight to investigate. The others waited anxiously, their breaths visible in the cold air. Suddenly, Mark's flashlight flickered, casting eerie, strobing shadows among the trees. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if beckoning him deeper into the forest. Minutes turned into hours, and Mark did not return. Panic set in as the group called out his name, their voices swallowed by the relentless whispers. Sarah, clutching a flickering lantern, led the search into the dense forest. They found Mark's flashlight abandoned near a gnarled oak tree, but there was no sign of their friend. It was as if the forest had devoured him, leaving only an eerie silence. Terrified and disoriented, the group realized that they were no longer alone in the whispering forest. An unseen presence closed in around them, its intent unfathomable. The whispers grew louder, more sinister, and took on a mocking tone. Frantic, they tried to retrace their steps, but the forest seemed to shift and warp, turning their once familiar surroundings into an incomprehensible labyrinth. As the night wore on, the friends' sanity unraveled. Fear and paranoia tore them apart. They turned on one another, accusing each other of leading them into this nightmare. It was a descent into madness, a relentless nightmare from which they could not awaken. In the end, Sarah was the last one standing, her lantern flickering and her mind teetering on the edge of insanity. She heard the whispers closing in, their voices now forming a sinister chorus that seemed to laugh at her torment. Sarah's lantern sputtered and went out. In the suffocating darkness, she was consumed by the malevolent entity of the whispering forest, her anguished screams joining the whispers that would forever haunt this cursed place. And so, dear viewers, the whispering forest claimed its victims, leaving no trace of their existence. Some say the forest hungers for more souls, while others believe the spirits of the lost friends now whisper to warn others of their fate. Thank you for joining us on this harrowing journey through the whispering forest. If you dare to brave the unknown, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more bone-chilling tales. Until next time, this is Nightmares and Wicked Whispers signing off.